At a time when India-Pakistan dialogue had just resumed, defiant Pakistan envoy Abdul Basit held a meeting with hardline Kashmiri leaders Saeed Ali Shah Gilani on Monday. In a repeat of last year's events that wedged the gap between the two neighbors, once again raising concern over the future of the talks. A report.
Pakistan's High Commissioner Abdul Basit met separatist leader Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani in New Delhi on Monday. This despite potentially angering India, barely a week after Indian and Pakistani foreign secretaries resumed talks in Islamabad, the highest level between the rival countries after more than a year. India has long accused Pakistan of sponsoring militants in the disputed Kashmir region through their allegiance with the separatist leaders. It cancelled talks with Pakistan last August after representatives from Islamabad met with separatist leaders. It's reported Mr. Basit updated Mr. Gilani about last week's talks between the Indian and Pakistani foreign secretaries. They also discussed the political situation in Jammu and Kashmir, where a controversy is simmering over the recent release of a separatist hardliner.
हम बातचीत के खिलाफ नहीं हैं और हम ये चाहते हैं कि हिंदुस्तान और पाकिस्तान के दरमियान ताल्लुकात ठीक हो जाएं। मैं आपको दिल की बात बताऊंगा, वो ये है कि हमें पाकिस्तान के साथ भी मोहब्बत है, हिंदुस्तान के लोगों के साथ भी मोहब्बत है। हमें किसी के साथ दुश्मनी नहीं है, लेकिन दुश्मनी और तनाव और झगड़े और जंगों का जो बेसिस हैं, that is disputed territory of Jammu and Kashmir.
Analysts say Monday's meeting is a provocation and have urged the Indian government to take a firmer stand against future interactions.
I think the government of India should make it very clear to the Pakistani High Commissioner that this is not welcomed. But what is more significant is that Indian envoys in Islamabad should also meet the nationalist leaders from Gilgit-Baltistan and other parts of Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir who have been suffering under the oppressive rule of Pakistan's occupation in that particular part.
The opposition has also weighed in on the meeting. It's asked the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party if the latest incident will scupper the process of renewed dialogue with Pakistan.
Would the Bharatiya Janata Party and the government again call off the talks with Pakistan? Because the last time around, when the Foreign Secretary talks were called off, the trigger was the Pakistani High Commissioner's meeting with the Hurriyat separatists.
While Pakistan's interactions with the separatist leaders are common practice, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has refused to accept it as status quo. Analysts feel India needs to put an end to this practice, which remains one of the biggest roadblocks to resumption of dialogue with its neighbour. Avneet Arora for South Asia Newsline in New Delhi.